morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever that you're watching from. I am 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐵𝐴 Semaganda, the host of CBC. Happy month of September. I hope that you guys are enjoying it and you've already done so much for yourselves because actually it's almost coming to an end. Welcome back from the Get to Know Me episode. You guys showed me a lot of love. I felt all the emotions. For a moment, I thought like, oh, wow, I didn't know I could actually cry. Shout out to all the people that shared the link, that watched, that commented. You guys made me feel so loved. Thank you very much. Now, this episode is the episode where you actually get to see the woman of uncommon favor that I call myself. And that episode is called Becoming. Becoming, to me, is a journey, really. I don't think anyone really arrives because even the people we look at and think have arrived still feel like they are on the journey. So you never arrive. We are all becoming. So if you think you are becoming, this is the episode for you. You're going to see that even the people that we admire from the other side have gone through the things that, you know, in your space you would call you are suffering, you're not fortunate enough, or you're not favored. Yeah, now that you watch the Get to Know Me, you know that you can relate with me. You know, I have been there before. I have been in a place where, yes, there's no school fees. Yes, you know, you're literally not having a fancy childhood and stuff like that. Now, the journey of becoming is what makes me, you know, and I am privileged to be doing this with a woman I think has become, but also still claims she's becoming. Yeah. She is a corporate host. She is an on-air personality that works with Capital FM Group, but currently working as a host on Kiss FM. She is a wife and she is, you know, she's all about growth and she brings insight and realness. And I think that is what we need for this particular episode. Oh. Please join me to welcome Mrs. Mahoro Scovia Odur.
Oh, hi, Chloe.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm so honored to be here.
It's such an honor having you on the platform.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for your yes as well. So, you really look amazing.
Why?
You look like the woman that is becoming.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am still on the journey. The journey is never ending.
That's right.
But yes, yeah, at least I'm somewhere, not where I was before.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So in your own words, Mahoro, what would you define as becoming?
I should say becoming for me sounds like shedding old skin. For starters. Wow. And I would also say it's more like evolving, growing, you know, learning and unlearning all these habits. I mean, it's just constantly unfolding into that person that God has created you to be. So yes, I'm on that journey of becoming.
Shedding off skin. Wow.
Yeah, shedding off old skin.
Yeah, that is really, really brilliant.
Yeah.
As beauty with brains. So I would like to hear it from you. And you said you are on the journey. You are not where you used to be, but you are somewhere. So I would like to hear a bit of that journey. Your becoming journey.
My becoming journey. Yeah. I'll give an example, or let's start from the point that I realized I'm actually properly becoming is when I entered this whole institution of marriage. Let's just start from that part of the wedding days here. You know, prior to the wedding, you're thinking, oh my God, everything is all vibes. I'm getting married. Yeah. And then the D-Day is actually here. And you look around and everyone else has gathered to celebrate you and all that. Then at the end of the day, it actually dawns on you.
Yeah, like, it always does, guys.
Like everyone else is gone. It's just the two of you. Yeah. So it was just me and my husband. A long day, he was tired, and so he just blacks out, like he sleeps fast. And so I sat alone in that moment, and I was just doing introspection of, wow, this is your life now. Here you are,
a whole married woman.
Whole married woman. Who knew? Just yesterday I was just a little girl.
Yeah.
But here we are, and in that moment I'm thinking, I now have a home that I'm supposed to run. I now have a partner that I'm accountable to, that I'm responsible for, and I was so scared. I was so scared, and in that moment I was thinking, okay, Mahoro, every next level of you will demand a different version of you. So I'm thinking, okay, I am ready. Yes, to become. Exactly. So I'm talking marriage, running a home. I'm talking generally my life as well, and then I have a career there. So all these things at the end of the day demand a different version of you. Yes. So I'm still, finding the perfect Mahoro, but there will never be any perfection, really.
Never.
So yeah, and like we've said, becoming is just a journey. So I'm learning and growing into my role. We'll be making 4 years at the end of this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh yeah, Kongs too. So I am growing into that woman that I feel God has created me to be. Not just to lead or grow in just the home, but also outside, take up spaces. Be a woman with purpose.
A woman with purpose.
Yes. So yeah, it's a journey, really.
I really love your journey. It's beautiful. So I hear you mention there was that bit of the marriage, and then you have a whole career ahead of you, and then so many other things. I understand you're also an entrepreneur.
I run a very small business. Actually, first press pause. Run to Instagram.
Guys, run
and follow MS Bags Thrift. A small ad.
You're paying for that ad.
So yeah, I'm just growing into this whole entrepreneurship area. I mean, at the end of the day, we all need to make money. We need to be financially independent women. You don't have to rely on your husband to provide all these things.
So at the end of the day, job.
Exactly. So you need to survive at the end of the day. Or in the event that, God forbid, this man is out of the picture, life won't be halted. Your life will continue. So yeah, I'm growing in all these things. We're looking for money left, right, and center.
I'm becoming.
Yes.
So is it on that journey of becoming where you get to realize that, you know what? On top of just, me being a host and all, I need to, what really induced you or motivated you to start? Yes, you call it small, but I see you making money on Instagram.
There's the money, actually. There's money on Instagram.
At what point do you realize, is it on your journey of becoming? So what induced you?
I felt, as you grow, bills also grow. And so I was thinking, how do I chip in? How do I also, help out with bills at home? And also maybe, as Africans, there's something called black tax. People at home are always expecting, Chloe is going to send me some money. Chloe, I need money. Mahoro, I need money. So I thought, I need a little more revenue. In this day and age, the economy is quite difficult. So at the end of the day, you have to be enterprising. You can't survive by just one paycheck. And research shows that for you to survive, actually, you need about 7 income streams in this economy, in this our Uganda. Where are we going to get the money from? So yeah, I try so much, to look for money in all aspects. So that's why I sat one time. I tried baking. When I quit the first job, the first media job I had, I was thinking, Mahoro, why do you look for other jobs here and there in the different media houses? How about you put this little skill to, monetize it? You can make some money in the comfort of your house. I mean, online has become your next corner shop. So you don't have to own or run a shop. You don't have to leave your home to make money. Exactly. So I did bake. I got bored. I was like, Mahoro, you thought you loved baking. What's happening? I was honestly bored. And also it came with losses. Our Yaka people are not consistent. So you find that you're having quite a number of, orders. And then by the end of the day, there's, a blackout. And then you're, making losses. So I sat, and in that moment I was thinking, what can I actually work on that will not have money, many more losses, at least, as compared to the profit. I might bring in little money, but at least not as much losses. So that's when I thought of, let's do bags. They don't grow old. They can stay.
You can store it until somebody comes
exactly. So I was thinking this doesn't get damaged, doesn't get spoiled, doesn't grow old, you can have them. And if they never go, you can carry them. By the end of the day, just rock your bag and move. That was the mindset.
Yeah.
So that's how the bag business was birthed.
Okay.
Secondhand. Yeah. So it's working. I can't complain, honestly. I started scared. It's like, will people actually buy? Will they actually follow? And I was thinking, Mahoro, it's until you cast a stone into the water that you know how deep it is.
Exactly.
So I trusted God, and He's been faithful.
That's beautiful.
Yes,
I've heard you speak
so it's putting one leg here, another there, and making life happen, really. Yeah. So it's never smooth. Becoming is messy, and it's honestly okay.
Right there, becoming is messy.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Yeah, I'm sure there's so many people on right now that are watching. Okay, these two young girls that feel they're taking up the space or what. But you just said it's messy.
Yeah, very messy.
And I agree. On the journey of becoming is when, for example, you are at a workplace, very beautiful young girl or handsome boy. I'm giving like an example. And let's say your boss wants to take advantage of you, but you want to become, the manager of that enterprise someday, but then you have this hindrance, right? Becoming, I'm going to ask that question right there. Like becoming is when, for example, you are still a student, and you want to probably become like a pilot and stuff. You want to go to the good schools, but your parents cannot afford. Yeah. Becoming is messy.
Yeah.
And right there, what would you tell somebody on their journey of becoming to just keep doing what you're doing? Because you've just said you put your leg here, there, until you find a balance.
Yeah.
So speak to that person in a messy situation.
I would actually advise a person to accept the season they're in of life. No one else has it figured out. We all started from somewhere. So start from where you are.
Yeah.
And that very place will grow you into even bigger spaces. Like accept who you are, grow in that space, season of your life. Try whatever comes. Let's say for jobs, if the job comes and it's paying you very little and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm a whole degree holder. We started earning 300K, 200K. And now we're not saying we're earning big millions of shillings, but at least we are somewhere. Not where we want to be, but we are at least somewhere. So it starts with where you are today. Grow in that place because it forms the person that you will be tomorrow. Yeah, that's all I would say, honestly.
That's really beautiful. Yeah. So people just really have to try as much in that season. Yeah. But I think the keyword
and continue showing up in that season. Yeah, not giving up. Becoming is a journey again. So you give up on you, there's no one coming to save you.
There's nobody.
It's only you.
So you kill the becoming.
Exactly.
You don't want to kill it.
Yeah.
You mentioned about the whole, this job failed and then that.
Yeah.
I think I'm such a fan.
Oh,
so
I followed you.
Yeah, I followed you right from, I think, before you joined KISS. Before, I understand you were working somewhere else. Yeah. So I just read somewhere you're like, you know what? I had to close the door, but you did not know what was coming next.
So unsure of the future.
Exactly. So because sometimes people find it really hard to close certain doors, or you're at this workplace and there's so many things that are actually hindering you from becoming, but because of the fear of the outcome of, okay, when I close this door, what if I fail on the other? So I want you to help us.
So we're speaking about failure here and fear.
Failure and
fear of failure. Yes. I will say failure has actually been my greatest teacher in this life. Fear, I didn't let fear in so much because it will always find its way, But I'll say that each setback has humbled me in one way or the other. It has built resilience. I mean, just one door closing lets other, big opportunities find their way. So I would say, yes, I was in those spaces until I woke up and I was saying, you know what, this space is no longer serving me, serving my purpose. There's no more growth here. I am not sure about the future, but let me just try blindly. So I quit the job, and I was home, very unemployed. That's when I did the baking, and I was very, very grateful to God that even in that season of waiting for what I'd say perfect job. I mean, in Ugandan media, if you've made it at, let's say, Capital Radio Group, you feel like, yes, I've actually arrived. I don't need any more. I don't need any more employers. Yeah. But I would say, of course, I'm not comfortable where I am, but I'm also not complaining because at least, I mean, I am not where I was back in that day. So I would say that fear shouldn't hinder you from trying and venturing into the unknown. Quitting a job without plan B is not a thing I would advise anyone. But if you're pushed to, you get, yes, just go, just move. God has got you. Yeah. God always comes through for his people. Somewhere, somehow, he'll find you. Yeah. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So did you do anything? Okay. Right in that place when you talked about God, I realized you actually speak about God.
No, God. I'm a Christian girl. Yeah.
I love that for you. So I want to know where you feel that God indeed did this for me on my journey of becoming. Yeah, because your marriage, the career, the business. Yeah, you keep saying God. But just give us an example. Yeah, and what you actually did, because
usually in times of uncertainty where I'm so not sure about the future, where I can't see the full picture, Chloe, I love to say that I lean so much into prayer. I'm not that prayer full girl that I'll shanda here, speak in tongues, word. There's that alone time with your God.
Yeah.
Of course, answers will not come quickly, but in His perfect timing, you'll see things unfolding. I remember I had been home for about 6 months. Chloe, I had moved to all the, what we call the big media houses in Uganda. And of course, there's always, they say the same old thing. You do great, you sound amazing, but there's no opening right now. But in case any comes up, we shall call you. Yeah, so I had properly moved on, but of course, all hope wasn't lost, honestly. I still had faith that I had put in the work.
Yeah.
I am not the worst person that has ever existed, really. And in His perfect timing, it will come. And so I was there one random day, I received a call hello, I am so-and-so calling from Capital Radio. The rest was history.
Yeah.
So, it's really been God. I can't say it's just my own making. God comes through at a point when you don't expect Him to. Because I remember I had moved on, so I got to Capital and then no response until about June. So I had totally moved on.
I know.
Moved on of now I'm saying, you know what? I think this whole media thing, be okay. Be very cool. Try elsewhere. What if this dream that you're chasing is actually not it and you're just blocking? So at the point of my giving up is when that call came through. Dear Lord, I trusted you and this has happened. So yes, it did happen. Wow. So if someone is in that season of waiting, I would say, wait, pray, don't cease. So you know how we say push, pray until something happens? Yes, we are praying. Yeah. But also as you pray, you have to put in the work. God is not going to find you seated, folding your hands. I mean, how? What do you mean? I've not seen that in the Bible, but ideally I think it's translated as, God will find you somewhere,
but you're totally off.
Exactly.
He'll meet you.
Yeah.
And the both of you will walk the journey.
Exactly. So
so the whole taking you for media, what did you take CV, or they tell you, well, try to throw in a cappella here? What do you do?
So with radio, because media is really wide. So there's print journalism, there's radio journalism, and then there's TV. So at the end of the day, it's what skill do you possess?
Okay.
Yes, we want these papers, but it's rather sad that in today's media, it's your talent. The talent, the confidence that you possess, how bold are you? So with radio, of course, they'll tell you, go to production. Radio is about the voice, so they'll do a voice demo. If it's news that you want, you'll do a news test. if it's just a normal show, you'll do like a small demo of 𝐿𝐴. Imagine you're hosting a show. Yeah, in 2, 3, you're on air. So you do your thing, and let God.
So let God.
And let God. Yeah. So really, it's talent and God and favor. Really, because I want to believe there's many people who want to be where I am today, but they haven't been able to get that chance. So I really want to go back bragging that I'm the best to ever do it. There's so many good people out there. Yes, there's so many good people out there. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, talent is good. Pray for favor. It's a very underrated blessing. Yes,
favor takes you places. I'll just speak about it because I was telling. I term myself as an woman, but like, where is this favor you're talking about? Yeah, so for people to pray for favor, I've seen that in so many things. I'll tell you, I think I've spoken a bit about career, but I'm just going to speak about travel.
Okay.
Yeah, people pray to travel, and there are people that leave the world minus ever doing it.
That's true.
You know? Yeah, so like I had my whole high school situations, and I told God, you know what? I need to breathe. Like literally, bless me with a trip or grant me with one, but I didn't have any money at all. But I'm like, this thing has really stressed me. Yeah. And so when I got I think the second job, I first traveled to 𝐥𝐤𝐤, to Rwanda, but on God's bill really, because where I was working, I think they had made a lot of money really, and these were young boys starting out. Yeah, so they told us some people were going to Mombasa, others were going to 𝐥𝐤𝐤.
Were you supposed to choose between Mombasa and
Yes, you were supposed to choose, but now
so
I would have chosen Mombasa because I'm the ocean girly. But
yeah,
ocean girly, yeah. But now my friends were the ones going to 𝐥𝐤𝐤, so I chose company over the ocean. So that's how I go. And while in Rwanda, I remembered the prayer that I made. I was like, oh, so this you've rewarded me. Like I asked for this because I didn't pay for anything. My boss cleared everything.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it. And God says no.
Oh yeah, that too reminds me of a point when I was now living where the media house I formerly was with. I was like, dear Lord, I am leaving this place, but I am mainly aiming for the biggest brands in Uganda right now. Wow. And I remember telling God, it's either Capital Radio Group or nothing at all at this point. And 6 months in, he said,
This speaks into what we are saying. I think beyond the favor, you need to be very particular and intentional.
Yeah, our tongues are such creators. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So while in 𝐥𝐤𝐤, I'm thinking, okay, God.
Yeah.
And I was happy really. Because just after Christmas, I told my husband goodbye because I'm going to Kabale for Christmas. And then that was 20, I think. 19, and then I was graduating in 2020. Now, in that moment, I had made a very close friend, like my very close friend, and she was flying all over that place. And she wasn't going to be around for my graduation.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what she tells me. She's like, I'm not going to make it, because it was in January 2020. But I have a gift for you. I told God this, like after school, I want you to take me to a country of your choice. Like I asked for that. And this girl says, you're going to just give me a list of countries that you would want to go
visit.
to.
Yeah.
That'll be my gift to you.
How sweet was that?
I said, wait, God. I thought, Yeah. She said, yeah. To be honest, it took me a while. And she was one that kept bugging me. She said, hey, 𝐿𝐴, which ones? Okay, look for the visa-free ones. Like how you feel like, well, I think Dubai, because that's where you've seen everybody go.
Everyone is going to Dubai.
She's like,
so yes.
Search out for the ones that are visa-free.
Yeah.
And among those is Maldives. And that's a country that's... I really wanted to go. So I'm like, well, I think I would opt for this. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's visa-free. And left it at that. So you remember COVID was around that time. Yeah, so we went through that whole process of COVID. People were not flying anymore. And me, I personally forgot about it. Not forget, but I was like, this is not going to happen anytime soon.
I can imagine.
And 2021, at the start, she's like, Chloe, please send me your passport, email. I'm like, I sent, because I didn't think it was the favor.
Yeah. You know how you like just say, let me just try.
So I sent her a mail and say 2 weeks later, she's like, Chloe, do you ever check your email? I'm like, yeah.
Are you as bad?
she's like, just check your email. And it still took me days to actually check. So randomly, I'm like, you know what? Let me check my email. Everything was there. My ticket.
Fully paid.
My
vacation to the Maldives.
God, you're so
I tap for blessing.
And you gave it to me. So not just a favor, but also the intentionality.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. And also like what we prophesy over our lives, like what we dream of. Like some of these dreams seem too far-fetched, but like it can happen. I mean, if it has happened for someone else, why not me? So
exactly.
It's possible, yes. I get you.
Trust
nice.
Yeah.
And there you were, living your best life in the Maldives.
At zero on God's bill.
Right.
Yeah. So
I love it for you.
Thank you, my dear. Do you have an inspiration? And probably they're the people that are helping you on your becoming journey. So why that media group? And if you have an inspiration, you could tell us what it is.
Why Capital Radio Group in particular is because, I mean, we all know it's been the brand.
I know.
Not to flex. I'm not even on Capital FM per se, but just ideally identifying with a brand that is as big and as powerful as Capital is huge. It's really huge. So yes, I always prayed for Capital. I remember telling my mom one day, Mom, you're going to sit in your living room and you'll listen to me on radio. And if you don't listen to me on radio, you're going to have to watch me on the big screen. The big screen hasn't yet come, but here we are anyway. So at least God said, I prefer you maybe on this other side. Yeah. So
it's beautiful.
And then personalities that have inspired me, I'll not say Capital Radio people per se, but also say in general, their personalities who have lived this life, who have been there, they've inspired me. I'll talk of Oprah. I mean, who doesn't know Oprah? Like, she's just brains. She's just always spilling knowledge, James. So I mean, I watched her speak. I actually love her podcast. I do the Oprah's what's it called? Aside the show, there's a podcast, Oprah Super Soul Conversation.
The Super Soul Conversation.
Yes, beautiful podcast. Like, I'm always looking forward to that. So aside her show, she was just one of those people that, and also growing up watching TV, I loved Nancy Kachungira. She also used to do Great on Power FM. I watched the late Rosemary Nankabira. So seeing all these women do big things in media always inspired me. Like, I'm this little girl, I'm tuned in, I'm not even understand what they're saying on radio, on TV, but I'm thinking they're doing great. I mean, the world knows them. Not that I was chasing fame but like a platform where you're going to do value addition, where you'll be known for whatever good things you're up to.
Correct.
Yes, picking up your voice, being the magic, and it's been beautiful just being in that space. The networks you build, the people you encounter, the life experiences in general, the people, the conversations you have are always life-changing. So it's beautiful. I can't complain.
That's beautiful. Beyond just wanting actually to be on the media, you say you were not really chasing fame. You were all about the impact that it would leave. So on your journey of becoming, where you are right now, what do you think you are leaving an impact? And if it is there, you could share with us.
As regards to impact, I would say, I think just being that girl who grew up and came from just nowhere, a very humble background, and to see myself taking a bigger platform, bigger stages, working with such big organizations is like a huge milestone for me. I believe my voice is just there to, amplify other people's voices, make them believe that that little girl in you, from wherever you grew up from whatever home, environment that you grew up from rather can't at the end of the day be your like identity. There's growing out of that shell and believing that you are meant for greatness, that you can actually take on all these bigger platforms. So I feel like, yes, people who have interacted with me know for sure that I come from a very, very humble background. You mentioned that you actually in your, you know,
Get to know me, Chloe.
in your get to know me, Chloe. We did talk about how you came from a very humble background. You are very uncertain of school fees, getting done with school. I so much related with you on that, because there were moments where I said, oh my God, they're actually going to chase me out of school. There's a point I almost didn't sit for my S4 because mommy didn't have that money. But last minute, God came through and I did. Then I was lucky, I get done with S6. I'm like, God, university. Am I actually ever going to see the uni? I was so scared, but again, God came through. I did university. Did I see myself being where I am today? No. So I believe it's just me sharing my story, telling people that it's actually possible.
It is
to grow into who you want to be, regardless of your background, regardless of where you come from. It's just you working on you, putting in the work, and then just showing up. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
God knew this was our episode.
He did.
And all the ones that are really on the journey of becoming, they should know. They should know that it is not a flyover.
It really isn't.
It is not a flyover. Like, you're not gonna come from a humble home.
True.
And then you get to Kiss FM. And I think God is intentional when He's choosing people, because Mahoro, a young girl who was looking at these people, let me say Oprah, the ladies that you mentioned, there was a reason why you resonated with them, because we all watched TV when we were young. I did not see myself in that place, you know. So I think God instilled that in you. Then you went through whatever you went through, so that when you get to Kiss, you have something to say.
Yeah, that's true.
So your voice is actually the impact.
Thank you. Again, I feel like, thank you so much. Also, I forgot to mention Michelle Obama, since we're talking becoming. I'm not sure if you've read her memoir. Such a very good, powerful book. Very relatable, very inspirational. For me, what I took from that book was the fact that even the people we see in high spaces, high places, have been through it. It's not always as rosy as we may, you know, see it. They have a story to tell, very relatable. They've lived these very, very complicated lives. It was never as perfect, picture perfect as it may look. So her book was very interesting. Just in case you haven't read it, please look it up.
I haven't read it.
You haven't?
The idea was, so I have a very, very, very good friend of mine. She's in the US. I'm sure she is watching. I was meant to dedicate, and I'm dedicating this to her, because clearly she had to share the book with me. She's also, she's that young girl on fire.
Oh, I love that.
On her journey.
We all have to be on fire.
Back to the journey, honestly, we say it gets a certain way, like Rosie, what? So I want to know from the time of, am I going to do uni? And then you manage to do it. So I understand uni, we have left our parents. So
you're all on your own.
And you're all on your own. So tell us about Mahoro.
Well, I was very lucky that yes, I eventually make it to uni, thank God. I attended 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞 University. I was doing weekend program. And mommy said, no hostel, you are commuting.
Wow.
At first I wanted to beat her over, like, what do you mean? I'm an adult, I have to be independent and all these things. I didn't know what she was protecting you from, like, so much, because I'd hear my colleagues' stories from hostel around university, and they weren't as perfect. I mean, people are struggling in hostels financially, and then there's so much peer group influence, and I'm so lucky that that actually grounded me so much that I remained focused, because then, I mean, it was university back home, so I will not say that I got to experience uni as, like, but also I want to think I didn't miss anything. Anything,
there's nothing.
So there's really nothing much about uni, but just going through it, God was faithful. Uni came, but now my worry was after school, like, what next? Like, a job.
Is the job going to come?
And this whole thing of everyone is telling they're going to ask for your papers, experience. Aside the papers, how much experience do you have? And I'm thinking,
experience from out of campus. Help us,
my mother's womb. What do you mean? So yeah, but I was so lucky that the immediate house I interned in from at that time eventually retained me. Oh, wow. So there was not a time where I felt so much unemployed, apart from those first 6 months when I had just quit. But yeah, like I was very lucky that I was taken on as an intern again. To everyone who is becoming, put in the work, even just in those internships. I feel like we take internship placements very lightly, yet at the end of the day, people are actually eyeing you. They're looking out for who is doing great on this whole, training session.
Ground for everybody.
Exactly. So yeah, you have to put in the work. So I was happy, and I'm forever indebted, forever grateful to the media house.
Shout out to the media house.
Oh, yeah, shout out. That was Top Media Limited. They took me on.
Beautiful.
I was trained. Yeah, it wasn't as rosy, but at least we always choose to look at the positive side of a story. They gave me a platform while I'm sure no other media house would have at the time as a child or a university student who was just, starting out. So they gave me a platform, believed in me, and then here I am. Yeah, so I can only say I was grateful.
I love your gratitude there.
Yeah, I was grateful.
Yeah, and I think a woman becoming, like you've also said, be like ready to put in the work.
Yeah.
Be willing to do the interns and everything. You didn't feel at any one point that you're not employed for unless just those 6 months. I can relate with you in so many ways.
I'm glad. Yeah.
And I think we go through certain things because you said you got that training from that media house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows, you wouldn't get it where you are now.
Exactly. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today. So
exactly.
Some opportunities actually prepare you for bigger.
I have a story to say on there. Same. When I finished, I got that 1 month job and stuff. So when that ended, there was a whole month of like just waiting. Okay. So I'm praying, and then the job where I was able to go to 𝐥𝐤𝐤 came in. But then when COVID came, we had to. It sort of like got us out of business, and now I was just there. I was also doing a business. 𝐜𝐨𝐤𝐤 collection. Yeah. So I did that in the time. Like you can see a woman becoming won't sit. Yeah. So while at the business, somebody contacts me, our friend.
Nice.
She's like, they're looking for somebody that's intelligent but young to do something.
And that's Chloe.
And so Steph says, I think you are the one for that job. I'm like, you think so?
Yeah. Did you ever have that self-disbelief? Did you ever doubt yourself?
Yeah. Honestly, we all do. So I'm thinking, I actually didn't even do well at that interview. No.
Yeah.
Not at all. And so after the interview, I told my friend, for the first time, I'm sure I did not deliver.
Oh.
But I thank you for the opportunity.
And for trusting.
So she says, well, they are saying otherwise. Yeah, because the lady who was interviewing me was with that friend, my friend's friend. So my friend is like, well, she didn't do well, that's the truth. But the lady said she's going to give her a try. Like, yeah.
Isn't that God?
It's the favor I was telling you. She's like, she saw her younger self in me.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. So I get to this place. I didn't stay for so long. It was also training ground for me. I want to believe that because while there, now it's CEO Summit. I'll also mention it because wow, I wouldn't even be doing this if it were not for CEO Summit.
Less time.
Yeah, so while at CEO Summit, I was also still doing my best. I got that training that I needed because we're training CEOs and trying to meet all these people. Yeah, so this one time, I was supposed to call the CEOs to give them like a schedule of what they had to do and stuff. And I think one of them just was humbled by maybe the way I approached them. I didn't get it. I want to believe it was favor and God.
But you're such an amazing human being.
Yeah, so somehow we keep in touch with this person. And I was really nice to them. Yeah, I was like, not just him, but all of them, because I didn't know this is me putting in the work. I mean, I have to follow up on all of them. He actually wasn't supposed to come, but he said, because you consistently kept calling, you're not yet here, you're supposed to give the closing remarks. I remember when he reached you, he spoke to my boss and said, I'm here because of Chloe. And he didn't even know me.
Wow.
So he's like, I'm here because of Chloe. She did this. And so my boss goes like, yeah, I know, that's why she's here.
How sweet.
With me. So anyway, I want to wrap this up quickly and say that that gentleman, I didn't know that he was the one that employs for where I work now. So because of that, he asked me for my CV. So I'm like, why does he want my CV? Because I didn't know him much, and I didn't really try to find out who he is and stuff. And so he sends back my CV, and I couldn't recognize it.
Like, are you sure that was me?
Like, is this my CV? Like, yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that I want to. So he told me, I mean, to send it to some people that I work for, and see what happens. Before I know it, I'm called for an interview where I work now.
See God.
And I'm like, wait a minute. How? I didn't apply for this job. I didn't, you know.
Like, how am I here?
Yeah. So I am in that place right now because of that. You get, he followed up until I got in.
Yeah.
So for me, putting in the work and also being in a place of willing to,
like, get out of the comfort zone. Just put yourself out there and be there.
I think when you're in the journey of becoming, be all you can be, but you have to be humble.
Very humble, yes.
Very humble.
Humility comes
exactly.
first. Humility is key.
Exactly. Yeah. I see that in you as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I see that in you as well. Yeah, so we are almost going to come to the end of our discussion, but I want you to tell us about the whole, have you gotten issues? Now, we are still on the becoming journey. You're not where you used to be. You are somewhere, but you still want to get somewhere. Do you still feel like there's a hindrance?
I'm not sure there's any hindrance in any sense, but of course there are stages where you feel like you're not doing enough, or maybe you're stagnant, or but I really want to applaud my dear husband. He's done a great job. Bless him. He's done a great job he'll keep pushing you, like, get out of that comfort zone. You are great. You can do this. You can do that. And of course, he always says you can be a man in a woman's skin. So this whole, how we ladies have this self-pity of, oh my God, I'm just a girl. We have that girl. Yeah, I'm just a girl. Nice. But at the end of the day, it's a cruel world. It's a rough world. Yeah. So you have to just be that woman. Be bold. Be confident. Yes, exactly. Man up, but be a girl. Yeah. So he's always reminded me, and that keeps ringing, and that has helped me be grounded. But also, there's somehow God always finds out, like, helping things. Yeah.
Honestly, also to the husbands that really help the women that are becoming. You guys are doing a great job. Yeah. I think if they were never supportive, because my friend keeps saying that if what's her name, the famous preacher, she's a lady,
Uganda.
No, not in Uganda. But anyway, if the husband did not let her, we wouldn't have her. You get, So if those great women, so the husband also needs to receive.
That's such a huge support system.
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, they should be rooting for you. They're your number one fans. So I appreciate it.
So Mahoro, do you believe that we ever arrive, or is becoming a lifelong process?
I think becoming is never ending. It's an ongoing process. It's a lifelong process, like you said. So I don't think there's anything like arrival in this case. I personally think that arrival, rather, is not a destination. It's a daily choice. If you wake up one morning and think you've arrived, you've made it, okay, all right. But I personally believe that becoming is a journey, that till the day you depart from this world, you will continue to become.
I agree.
Every other day, wake up, strive to be that person that you want to be. And when you get there and you feel like I'm almost there, continue becoming. Becoming is never ending.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's all I could say.
I agree. So we are all on the journey.
Yeah, we're all on the journey. Yeah.
This is our last question, but we could go on and on. Like becoming can never end.
Becoming is never ending.
So what advice would you give to your younger self becoming?
I would say don't rush the process. And I would also tell her that every detour shapes the person that you become at the end of the day.
Nice.
Yeah, so don't rush the process.
Guys, do not rush the process. That's what Mahoro says.
Yeah, don't rush the process.
This was a beautiful one.
Thank you. I loved every bit of it.
I think we were the right ones for this. Thank you again for your yes.
Thank you for hosting me. I had almost said no, but I thank God that I finally chose to come.
Yeah. And now people have gotten to actually know who you are off, the mic.
Yeah.
And then off Instagram.
Yeah, off Instagram. Oh yes, thank you so much, Chloe, for having me. I've had a good time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mahoro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are on your journey of becoming, then CBC is for you, because just like our conversation has been with Mahoro, you realize that you never actually arrive. Yeah. It is a lifelong process. It is something that keeps going, and CBC is here to journey with you. So if you are becoming, this is your platform. Thank you for watching.